YouTube is being crazy. Okay, I have on a one shoulder shirt and it's going to drive me nuts. So I've got on a one shoulder shirt. It's going to drive me nuts. Prepare yourself for it mentally. And I have to put my nails back on because while I was doing all this and rounding up all these packages that came over the last couple of days, because, you know, me and my lumberjill hind in with a tiny chainsaw, you know, put myself in the bed for 2 days because I'm so smart. I shouldn't have done that. Even though I only done like 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there, over 2 days, I might have done an hour of work, and it was not hard work. And literally I sat on a chair once and just started cutting roses of Sharon down. But anyway, needed 2 days for my body to heal from the little mini chainsaw event. And y'all, I used to halter break show cattle, and I am such a flipping pansy now. It's really irritating, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But I have got a butt ton. You hear my heat kick on? I have got a butt ton of mail that has come in. And I've got a couple things that I want to show you that I got as like projects. Oh, shoot, and I didn't bring them all in here. Doggone it. I've got enough to show you. And then we're going to unload the temu. I'm putting my nail back on. Hang on. It's really, it's time for me to take these off, honestly. I have one left in the packet. These have been the sorriest nails that I've ever worn. If you see these with the gold things on them, don't buy them. Oh my God, they're horrible. But then, you know, they cost like 25 cents, so I shouldn't fuss. Hi, Colin. Oh, the dream catchers? Yeah. Yeah. There for Welton. My husband looked at me with the port workers. He was like, do we want it? And I was like, no. And so I was like, don't worry. But I'm still working on the, I won't say the last one, because this is one of the more weirder things that I've woven. But I'm still trying to keep it in, you know, in the same, where it won't be extra shipping. Smart. Smart. I have a friend that works at the post office, but I am waiting on some beads to come in, and I'm cleaning out a steer horn. I'm trying to get it to be part of it as well. So I have to clean things and sanitize them to the regulations for them to cross, over there. But I think you're going to be surprised with how much I have woven and what I've woven. So you're going to get a normal one, and then there's one that's going to be probably nothing you would have expected. So I'm excited about it. If we could stop having hurricanes and me falling and having all this, it would be great. Because I only weave when I'm happy. Because I ain't sending y'all bad mojo. I ain't that person. Let me scoot this back a little bit more. I put up my winter curtains. So, okay, you know, Goodwill takes all the good stuff and now they put it on Goodwill.com. Shop Goodwill, so you have to go on. And I look sometimes for steer, calf, hair pocketbooks, especially with the speckle pattern like a longhorn. I got a cousin that runs longhorns. I got a few family members runs longhorns. This was a really nice bag. I think it was a Myra bag. Hang on, let me make sure and tell you. Oh, crap. Was it a Myra bag? Anyway, what happened was, look at the tooling on the inside of the flap. This woman just did not take care of this. It is so beautiful on the inside. It has got, the tooling goes all the way through, and it's got like a little card slot here. And I mean, it's got little card slots up here. It's just a really nice pocketbook with a really nice, that just needs to be shined. But what she did was she left it in a closet, maybe at the bottom of the closet, and these rested and the strap broke. Okay, well, I can put a new strap on it. That ain't no problem. And I can grommet it, but I probably will braid it. But the D-ring is so rusty, well, it's hard to see. If I can't sand it off, I'm probably just going to put a new one on there. But I love this little bag, and it's got its own imperfections. It's got some hair there, but I love the pattern, the speckle pattern. So I'm going to put me and I never could afford one of these. I got this for $16 on Shop Goodwill because I knew I could fix it. I mean, it's just adorable. And the braiding around the edge is just beautiful. And so I got this for $16, and I'm going to put a $2 split ring on it and maybe a couple of dollars worth of D-rings. I'm going to braid it in with leather. I probably won't grommet it. And this is going to be my pocketbook until I kill it. And I'm going to shine everything. I've got some gold rubbing buff. I can paint over that if I need to. I'm going to get creative because she was going to toss this thing away. And look at that. Somebody took all that time. I used to have a leather man. His name was Bud Garrett. Buddy, he was awesome. He made my first saddle, and he made my last saddle before he died. He was just amazing. And when I lost him, I was lost because he had made everybody's belts. He made, if I had broke a purse, if I had a rein that needed to be, had a carving in it, if I had a specific length of rein or a specific way I wanted a nose piece to pull on the mouth of a horse I was working, that's who I went to. And when he passed away, it was like, what do I do now? Well, I'm learning a few things. Thankfully, I sat and watched him do a lot of leather work, and Mr. Bauman at Muddy Pond lets me sit and watch Mr. Bauman's Amish, but he likes me, even with all my tattoos. He likes me. So I get to sit and watch Mr. Bauman as well. But it's amazing how much I don't know, so I'm learning. But I saw that, and I was like, I don't care. It's got a couple spots where that right there is starting to come undone. Honey, I'm just going to pull it underneath there and leather concrete it. It don't need to be perfect. I just like the pattern on it. It looks like a longhorn, and that's what I wanted. Jay Brown. Bless you, Jay. Is that why your last name's Brown? You know what my dog does? He sometimes sits his butt on the carpet. We don't have much carpet anymore, though, and drags it across the floor. Now, I'm not saying you should do that because any other human in your house might take after you. But it's also a biohazard. But if you're having a lot of trouble, you may want to try a bidet, if you know how to spell that, a bidet. Okay. Just, sometimes we have to teach people things they should know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably know what to do with toilet paper and lotion. But of course, this is the back side of your honey. So you're going to have to put some work into yourself, okay? Okay. You go now and try to do that, okay? We applaud your effort. Idiots on the internet. Okay. This is the first thing, and it's making noises. Let me tell you why I order the crap I order. Everybody's applauding. Applaud him, y'all. He's trying. He's trying. And if you got really big problems, you can put some witch hazel straight up your hind end, and that'll shrink whatever might be also causing an issue. I'm just packed full of knowledge, Just stay out of the poison ivy and the poison oak and the poison sumac. Okay, so y'all know my husband. He traps, he tans, he works full time. He used to be a machine operator, but then he he used to log, but now he's gone back to cutting out the country and putting up these mother of pearl, I always forget that word, fiber optic cable that Kamala Harris wants put up everywhere. Yeah, it'd be nice if they get it all put up. Appalachia will have, Kentucky's still on the old crap. That's why they're in Kentucky. But every time I go, hey, can you leave me a drill? Can you leave me a drill with a drill bit and a Phillips? Because I've got something I've got to do. And he will inevitably say, sure. But he never leaves it. So I thought, I'm not going to Potter's. I've done spending enough money at Potter's this month. I got this. Now, listen. I don't know how you say that, but I'm going to take it as a love we. Maybe they love me and they're going to send me a good thing here. But I do know that I got a 21-volt drill. Oh, dear Jesus, and things are floating. And, that's where you belong. Go back where you belong. Do you not belong there? It looks like you belong there. Oh, God, we've got a bunch of stuff. Okay, it's got the extension. When and how did anybody ever use those? I'm missing 1, 2, 3 drill bits. And if I can get him where he goes. Get you in there, buddy. Okay, he doesn't want to live there. It's fine. You don't have to live there. But you gotta go somewhere. Okay, I put him there for a minute. Okay. Oh, whoops. Here's another drill bit. Okay, so I'm still missing 3. Although, I mean, I have 5,000 drill bits. Would you flippin' go in there? Mother of pearl, or God bless a milk cow. Those are my upset words. If you ever hear me say that, you probably need to run. Okay, so if I don't have all these parts, because these mailmen like to play shake your package, then I'm going to let Temu know. But I do have most of the sockets, so, and the extenders, and I do have 2 flat and 2 Phillips, and a tiny little Phillips. I've got 3 of the 6 drill bits. Oh, wait. No. Got 4 of the 6 drill bits. There, God knows where I'm going to find all these things. I mean, I have a bunch of drill bits, but still, it's supposed to come in here. Is there another one in here? Oh, no. Oh, that's a nice size one right there. That's probably what I use to drill through the skulls when I'm affixing them into my little dioramas. That sounded really weird. Okay, now I'm just missing 1. Oh, I found him. Hallelujah. They all made it. Okay, so we've got all of them. Get in there. Ain't no wonder they don't. I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in here because they don't fit. Okay. So what I did was, hang on, I'm just finding everything. Well, thank you. I found a chuck. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So what I did, it came with a charger, came with 2 batteries. Now, it may not be worth a ply blank piece of crap. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay. I mean, it may not be worth nothing. And then again, it might do okay. You never can tell with these things. So what I am going to do, because I've got crap that I've got to get put up in my house. Slow your torque, buddy. Hang on, let me slow my torque down. You are slowed. Oh dear. Slow your torque, slow your roll. Okay, so I've got crap that I've got to get hung up. And I can't rely on my husband to always be there with me. I don't like that chuck. We're gonna take that out. And so I'm just gonna do it myself because that's normally what happens anyway. I mean, woo! Flavor that button very much. Okay, so it's just one of those years ago. Get used to it. Woo! Okay, so we're going to slow the torque down before I put anything in the wall because I will go through the wall. Through the wall. There we go. There we go. Anyway, it's got a charger, 2 batteries, 21 volts. I can't remember if it was a lithium battery, but what the crap. Lithium's been a crapshoot, and lithium's causing so many problems, and lithium. But I will tell you that the weight is just like my husband's DeWalt. So it feels just like his DeWalt. So I don't think it's going to be much different. I am going to plug it up and charge it before I use it very much because I don't want to screw the batteries up. Because I have a feeling that from now on, when I need something hung up or something, he's going to be like, well, you got your own. So I probably just, completely foobarred myself with ever getting any help from him again. But, yeah, that's why my dad raised me the way he raised me, I reckon. I just do it myself. I might have to do it a couple times to figure it out. I just do it myself. Okay, so I'm going to take this out and this out. There's the plug. It plugs in just like the little lawnmower that thing. Plugs in here. Boop, and then you plug it up. I like it. My little mini, God, this is going to go everywhere again. I'm going to get a Ziploc and take care of that. Or I'm just going to put them in my other case because I can't bear that. That makes me want to cry. But I'm getting tired of asking, so I just got an extra one. So if this one should end up in the fur shed or the taxidermy shop, I'm going to be like, excuse me? Do you need two? Why? So this is going to be what I use because I got crap I got to do. And again, if you want to look this up, this is the name of it. And I looked through them. This seemed to be one of the better price. It wasn't the lowest price, but it was the better price with the quality. And I'm not stupid. I kind of know what to look for. You can take a screenshot of this and put it in, search it, and you can find it. Okay. I got an Amazon box. This is not all Temu. I got an Amazon box. Do I know what's in the Amazon Prime box? Heck far no. But I do order a lot of, I hate this one shoulder shirt because I'm wearing a bra and I don't know why women bothers me. Anyway, I like the shirt because it's got a skull on it, but yeah. Anyway, this is how I am at 4 a.m. Just deal with it. I didn't sleep much last night. And it was because it was so freaking cold. And my husband hasn't cleaned the flue because he's like, we don't need a fire yet. Okay, well, mister, I work out and I'm in a very nice vehicle with heat. And I, don't have a neuromuscular disorder that makes me hurt all day long. And I would completely tend to fire all day to be warm, to have my bones warm. But I can't climb a ladder to get on top of the roof because my legs don't work, okay? I'm officially a Jerry's kid. I can say that because my legs don't work, so don't get mad at me. But I order a lot of drink mixes off of Amazon. And these are the only two things I order off Amazon. Drink mixes, which I found a pina colada that had Himalayan salt and everything in it. Oh gosh, what was the name of it? I'll have to show it to you on my next live. It's good. It's good for you. It's good to drink first in the morning to get that Himalayan salt in you. It's great. I should probably. Hi, Mary. I went and left lost my words. I went and left a comment on that guy's page that you told me about the other day. So this is one of the two things. I get drink mixes on Amazon because I do the 0 or very low calorie, and I do liquid IV and the hydration and the Himalayan salt, the healthy stuff. That's how I lost 120 pounds in a year. But I also get this Hound, and it's Hound, H-O-W-N-D, Hound. Yep, you stink, refreshing body mist for your little dog. Because Oscar is now almost 12. Don't break it to him, but in February he will be 12. And he's just a stinky little dog. He was never like this. He gets his baths regular. He's not got any bad teeth. We've checked all that. He gets his teeth brushed. He's got that little toothbrush. We go back there. Everything checks out. He's just a little stinky dog. They do that. And he wasn't supposed to live with me. He was supposed to go with my daughter. He's her dog, but he's allergic to Paragard, the heartworm stuff, and she didn't want to take him to southern Georgia where mosquitoes are as big as barn swallows. So I inherited the grand dog, and he's with me. So this runs about $14, $15. And to be quite honest, they didn't send me a paper? They didn't send me a paper. It's supposed to come with the shampoo too. And I think I clicked that I wanted it as early as possible, and it come in 2 boxes if necessary because the dog stinks and I was out of spray. So I made the decision that I didn't care if I needed 2 boxes. So the other should come in. But this stuff is awesome. And it's not as bad as most of the stuff they try to sell you, and it works. So that's pretty good. Why are we holding messages? No, it's not his anal glands. No, I express those. Okay, little tidbit of information for you. I grew up on a farm. I was pre-vet before I switched over in college because I got married, had kids, and I knew that no vet would give me an internship. So I went into psychology because anthropology, sociology, all that. It just, woo, I love it. And then I went to corrections and supervised murders for the state of Tennessee. But my daughter graduated from UT, and she is now in Georgia finishing up her vet license. And so it's not his anal glands, it's not anything like that. He's just a stinky little dog. We keep him shaved, we keep him clean. He's just a stinky little dog. And he's a Pug Zoo, Brussels Griffin, and Pug Shih Tzu, Brussels Griffin. So, and me and the vet that he's seen for his whole life, because she's just a quarter mile up the road. And I'm like, Cindy, I was like, I've had coonhounds fall into oil wells and come back out purple and had to scrub them for 10 weeks to get it off of them. I've had stuff sprayed by skunks. I said, well, what is it? And she goes, well, I think it's where he's getting older and he's losing hair in his undercarriage. And she said, when he sleeps, he sweats. And she said, I think that's probably the majority of it. So I wash his bed twice a week. He gets 2 to 3 baths a week. I have to beard oil him because he's got that really wiry hair like a Brussels Griffin. And it's really weird hair. So I call it beard oil, but it's dog oil. And so he gets better treatment than I do. But I'm like, good God, like, dog, you're killing me. But yeah, he checks out. He's fine. He's allergic to everything. But I tell you, when he started, he got out in the barn pasture a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, and got bit by a black snake, which it wasn't venomous, but the bacteria from the snake got him on his chest, and we had to shave it down. And because I used to be vet tech, I used to work horse barns and farms and cattle and everything. And so Cindy just kind of sent me home with everything I needed to change and dress and numb and flush. And it took him about a week to start healing, and we had to keep him bandaged across here so he wouldn't irritate it. And since then, it seems to have gotten worse. And I think a lot of it is just his autoimmune. It's just kind of failing him right now. And I think that's what happened. I think that kind of just took him down. What in the crap is this? Oh, this is a temu order. I don't know what all's in here, so we're going to find out together. So, but yeah, it's not anal glands. So we used to always express those, and now he's so freaking old. Bless his heart. It's kind of funny. He's a sweetie pie. He's in there snoring right now because he's got a hammock, an orthopedic mattress, and a snuffle bed. So he doesn't get up until he wants to get up. They found him in a factory parking lot when he was a couple months old. He had a big abscess on the side of his face, and I'd say whoever threw him out thought he probably had cancer. He didn't. He had an abscess. I call her my sister, my friend. We grew up showing sheep together. She thought that he was just coming over and eating out of the guy's lunch boxes on break until she found him sleeping on the receiving dock at night. And so she called me and she said, I'm going to bring this little dog home. And I said, well, yeah, you should. Well, her English bulldogs hated him, and they were being really mean to him. And she said, they're not going to let him stay here. She said, I'm afraid they're going to hurt him. Lulu and, what was his name? Rue. Lulu and Rue. I never could yell at them at the same time because their names were so similar. And she said, can you take him? And I was like, yeah, meet me halfway up the mountain, because we were like 40 minutes apart down the mountain. And I got him home, and I wrapped him in a towel. And I had my scalpel blades. Now, we run a taxidermy shop, so we always have clean scalpel blades. My husband uses a lot of scalpel blades in his taxidermy and fur stuff. And I had everything I needed to flush and clean and get in there and flush and clean. I knew what I was doing. I've done this before. I looked at my daughter, and I said, no, if he starts to bite, you let go and just let him bite me, because, you protect your kid. When I barely slit that and it started oozing, you could see the relief on his face. And so I cut it a little bit more. And he just looked at me like, thank you. We cleaned it out. We flushed it out. It was like it was kind of almost like a cyst because it had like the little friable edges, chunks of stuff come out. We flushed it. He never offered to do anything, but he was so little he could sit in the sink. He just sat in the sink. Of course, then I had to bleach my sink and bathroom down. But I put 2 little stitches and left a little drain port. Yes, grew up on a farm. You just do it yourself. The vet knew what I needed, and I said, just give me it, I'll do it. And he potty trained in 3 days, and I knew he'd never leave. And that was almost 12 years ago. When my daughter went to college, I thought we were going to have to put him on doggy Xanax. And now, when she comes home, he's like, boy, you stupid. You can't find your way home at all, can you? It cracks me up because, he looks at her like, well, she's here now, but when will she come back? And I get tickled at him. Okay, I'm going to have a moment of stupidity and say, what the heck, where does this go? This sits on the edge of your sink so that when you put your stuff, like all your bottle cleaners, your straw cleaners, and it all drains down into your sink. And it doesn't go under the lip of your sink and ruin your sink and your countertop. Smart. I think this is supposed to go somewhere back here and like hold a rag up, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to do. And I'm going to have to look at the picture because it's 4:30 in the morning and I'm having a duh moment. But I thought this was pretty neat. I think this was like $4. I looked at something kind of like this on Amazon, only had a longer thing, and that was too tall because I have a shelf and then I have cupboards above my sink with lights, and it would have been too tall. So I got this. But the one that Amazon had was like $18, and I was like, excuse me, it's plastic. I would love to be in like one of those meetings, these people going, it's freaking plastic. That's all I'd say. It's freaking plastic. So when I get it set up, I'll try to show you a picture of it, but I got to figure out where this goes because it is supposed to go somewhere and either like this and hold your rag, like this and hold your rag so it drips into the sink. So I think that's pretty much how it goes. Which is, people used to always have a wire or a coat hanger or something where they could lay their rag out so it'd drip in their sink so it wouldn't sour. Back in the old days, you went to any old Appalachian farm home, and that's what they would have there. I think I might glue you if that's where you want to live, because I ain't fighting with you to stay there. I talk to things, and you're just going to have to get used to me. You could probably hook it on down here, and it might stay a little bit better. Or you might break it. I don't know. I think I'm just going to glue it onto the edge because, E6000 is my salvation. But anyway, cute. Keeps the water where it needs to go, and saves your kitchen. I love my countertops, and I don't want to ruin, so that's what I did. It wouldn't be a temu haul without nails. I just got little French tip short nails. And I'll tell you why. These have been the suckiest nails I've ever had on. If you ever see these, it's got the gold stuff on them. Don't get them. They're just, most temu nails will stay. And you have to beg them to leave you. These have gone flying everywhere. I've only got like 1 left in the pack. I had to get up and put 2 on this morning. I brushed my hair and then went, and I thought, what the heck? So never buying these again, but now some of them do really good. And I've had good luck with these that come in these packs. And I am thinking about getting that Curve Life glue. Curve Life is another nail company, but apparently that glue is, or I'm going to get that semi-cured glue, and you just hit it with the UV, and it's thick, and it lasts longer. So, but I'm going to take my nails off. What is today? Thursday? The last 3 weeks of my life have been crap. I'm going to take my nails off tonight or in the morning because the guy that owns the giant farms, where Dave traps and stuff, and that he's got a huge bear problem. The guys that are going in archery hunting are not having a whole lot of luck getting some of the bigger boars and the bigger sows. They're getting a lot of the juveniles, which is great because juveniles are problems because they get pushed off by the bigger ones and have to go and find another piece of property which puts somebody else's land now with a bear on it that's trying to establish itself, and you can get in real trouble that way. Because once a bear kind of knows this land and they're like, they know you, it's kind of like, okay, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone, and we'll just kind of go our different ways. But if a juvenile's like, I have to establish myself here, they ran me off, this is now my land, he will go after anything on that land because it's WWE Raw SmackDown and he has to prove himself. So we don't want that happening. So I'm glad they're getting a lot of the juveniles, because it's going to help a lot of people not have to deal with juveniles when they get pushed away in the winter and next spring. So I'm the only one, I think, that sees it that way, but you grow up in the woods, you know these things. Coyotes are the same way. Less dangerous, but coyotes are the same way. So they're having a really hard time during the archery hunt. Now listen, men, I don't care what you, and don't hunt a black bear with a recurve. You have to be too close. Don't do it. Compound hunt, yes, but you got to be able to pull back about 65 plus pounds. You got to have that thing pegged out. I used to be able to do that. I always kept mine at about 60 plus, whether I was hunting deer or anything else. But now, since this neuromuscular disorder, took over me, I can get my shoulder to roll, but I can't get it full draw. And so we went to an Excalibur crossbow. And back on my video somewhere, you can see David was having a hard time getting a bullseye with it. He thought he was needing to sight it in, and I said, let me try, because I always bore sighted and sighted in the rifles. Growing up, that was me. Bullseye. And David had to do the walk of shame. It was so funny. So David had haphazardly told the farm owner, well, Liz has got her hunting license and her big game stamp for rifle season. If you want me to, we'll just go get a archery and we'll give her a chance at it. And the guy was like, yeah, sure. He's like, they set up a hunting, it's called a hunting house. It's basically a glorified blind. It's real easy. They can drive almost to it. I won't have to walk very far, but where David's in and out checking traps, they're used to hearing his vehicle, and then he can drive back and hide it right under the little hill, and they'll never know we're there. So I get dropped off, he goes and hides the vehicle, and then he'll come back and be my second set of eyes, because bear hunting, it's the only thing I haven't harvested, and I don't run because of my legs, so we want a second with me. But I'm going to take that crossbow, and I'm going to try to get me one of them big old, I want one big enough to sit on to take pictures. Because my brother, he always goes to Maine or Canada, and I'm like, we got 400, 500 pounders in the backyard on these farms, just hunt here. Oh, I'd rather go where it's a sure thing. I'd rather actually have to hunt something and be smart enough to hunt it, not hunt in a hunting lodge area where they bait them up, but you have to learn to outsmart them. You have to, because you can't use bait. You just have to learn where they are, what they're doing, and you just interrupt their life. I'd rather do it that way. I think it's just fair. So I've never paid to go hunt anywhere. I've always hunted in, I hope I get one. I've always hunted just on private land where I have permission, or public land. So I'm gonna, if my body stays together, and I'm gonna go get my archery stamp. I would have got the other day, but I told David I would just do the rifle hunt in December. Well, all these men are having a hard time with archery season, so apparently we're gonna send me out. Will I get one? Don't know, but I'm gonna try. But you have to know, there's so much work. And I feel kind of bad. There's so much work into getting me out to do anything. Because I can't, even though my heart wants to, my legs, it's like MS. I only have so many steps a day. I can't hike in. I used to hike miles and miles and miles in, miles and miles and miles out. And I can't do that anymore. So at least David's got a trap line to where the animals are all used to hearing him. So they're like, oh, that's just that guy that runs that trap line. He don't never do nothing else. He won't scare them. That's going to work in my favor, because I can get carted to where I'm hunting. Or we can use the farmers side by side, and they hear that all the time, and it won't bother them. But we have to really sit down and coordinate this out, because I am disabled. I am a special needs case. You know, and I used to do those hunts for veterans when my brother had the hunting lodge. And I always wondered if it meant as much to him as I saw, you know, as they put on at the hunting lodge. And now, since I'm kind of in the same situation, yeah, it does. This is a part of who I am, and I've not been able to do a whole lot other than pick off a deer here and there, you know, and that's been because my dad owns a cattle farm with the family he manages, you know, and I can get at the edge of a field off the Kubota, you know. But this is a whole different ball game with something that could kill me if I can't get it first. And I'm okay with that. But it does make us have to sit down and really go through the logistics because of my disability. And especially with the fall I had, a few weeks ago, and the weather changing, if I get up and I feel in any way, shape, or form that I am not responding correctly with my hands, legs, then I'll have to call it off, because I'm not going to put myself in danger. Because, you know, I'm just not. I'm not going to put myself or Dave in danger. Dave's going to be kind enough to escort me to hunt. But I really want to go do this because I was always in the woods. When I was 12, you know, I always had to borrow everybody else's deer guns, deer rifles to deer hunt. And when I was 12, Dad got it was the old 756 Mauser. It's 7 millimeter, 7 mag. But it was a 7.56 Mauser German rifle. And we had to sand the handle down so my little hand could reach around it. I was such a good shot. And I had that thing until when Lane was a baby. He had a really bad sickness. We had an ER bill. And that gun was worth enough money. I had to sell it. Of course, then you have to do 10 times the paperwork, but I had to sell it to pay for his ER visit. But it was worth it. That was my kid. But I missed that gun. But, of course, we got a plethora of them here. But I like a crossbow. I like getting up close and personal. I like it a little less since I can't run. My legs don't work anymore. They don't work correctly anymore. But I'm just excited that I'm going to get to participate, because in December it would be less likely I would even get to see one. But when they are out in December, they're very surly because they're like, I'm awake, it's cold, it was a warm day, I better find food, leave me the heck alone. I mean, they're really grumpy in December. So, okay, if you are like me and you have a tiny kitchen, now that I've talked you to death, with my name on it, I hope so. Stamp it on its butt, Elizabeth, if it doesn't have it on it. Yeah, this is the only thing I've not harvested from my area, so I really want to do it. But man, it's hard. I mean, everybody has to coordinate and do so much to help me make it happen, and I feel really bad that they have to, but I'm also very thankful that they care enough to help me. So, okay, I have a little tiny kitchen. It's a cute kitchen. It's just a little tiny kitchen. And I don't like to have a dish drainer sitting on the counter because counter space is used for prepping food and for pretty things. So I use one of my sides of my sink to dry my dishes. I have had one of these forever, and it finally just got looking so old. I said, no, I'm gonna need a new one. So you get this, and it goes out so it can hang over your thing. It keeps your dishes above the sink, you know, because sometimes suds will come back up and stuff. Keeps it well above that, lets them drip dry. You can also get a silverware holder with it, but what I do with my silverware is I put a rag on the side of the counter and I wash my silverware, and then I immediately dry it and put it up. So this is what I use, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. If you put it, you know, you got company coming and you don't want it in the sink, you put it under your sink and it don't take up a whole lot of room. I love these things. They're like, you can get them from $5 to $7, and I looked at Walmart and they were $11.83. I'm just confused by prices. So, you know, I'm just confused by prices. I don't understand. Okay, y'all know I'm going bald right here for my thyroid. It's getting better. It's have you noticed it's thickening up? It's getting better. But I had a friend suggest this. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this hair stuff because it's just being a girl's hard work. Listen, I was watching a movie one day. I was home from sick, and I think I was in 6th or 7th grade, probably 7th grade. And we were watching like Turner Classic Movies, and Dad was in and out, and I was. That's actually going to match pretty good, by golly. Which way's the front? Oh wait, there's the. I hate these things. Okay. But I was watching this old movie and it had this little she's like Chinese American or something other, but she was singing this song about how she enjoy being a girl, and I thought if I could punch you in the face, I would. I thought I don't enjoy anything about being a girl. Okay, this is a topper because I am getting thin right here, so this is a topper. Now I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to make peace with it because I see the part, so it goes that way, and it's got 2 combs. But I'm going to have to deal with it. And of course, your hair should be down. Now, this would be the color my hair is during Christmas, because it goes almost jet black for Christmas, and then it goes auburn for summer. I don't know why. I think it's Cherokee and Irish fighting within me. I don't know. Anyway, it's a topper, and it just goes on right here. It looks horrible right now. I should probably darken my hair a little bit in anticipation of it going dark. Anyway, I look like Mo off the Three Stooges. Anyway, when you let your hair down, it kind of helps blend in because y'all know I got a mullet, okay? Who do I look like? I look like Jack White, Seven Nation Army. He actually sang a song with Loretta Lynn that was really pretty. But he's kind of an eccentric idiot, if you ask me. Not a good look with my hair in a ponytail in a clip. But I'm just saying, I think it will work when it darkens, because it's darkening up right now because it does it in the winter. And I think it'll be okay. That's the crapshoot if I wear. Let me just take my hair down. If I wear these hair things, I have to have 2 colors. I have to have an auburn. For summer, and I could clip it in, but I'm sitting here being an idiot. I have to have an auburn for summer. Women, how do you do this? God almighty. Hang on, we're having technical difficulties. Oh my God. Look what it did to my hair. Okay, so let's try this again. It's even on both sides. So there's not like, I'm going to have to cut me some bangs or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to be a girl. Okay? I can fix the hydraulics on your tractor. I don't know how to be a girl. I needed a manual and I never got one. Ugh. Okay. So it just adds a little thickness right there. I still think I look really weird. And I probably don't have it in the best. But anyway, it just adds a little thickness. And honestly, it's hard to tell that it's... Wow. It's kind of hard to tell that it's there. Hang on. My part does not want the part. It's kind of hard to tell that it's there. It just kind of thickens. Wow. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. That's just, hey. I think that was $6. I'm okay with that. Heck for. Made my whole day start out. I'm not bald right here anymore. Yay. I still have to work with it. But it's just going to help fill out until my hair decides to get with the program. I have a hard time with this girl crap. And I try some. I really do. I try some. I'm tickled with that, and God, it almost already matches. I wonder if the bears will know I have a hairpiece in for photos if I get one. Do you think they'll be upset? I'm tickled with that, dadgummit. That's, I mean, golly, that's you. I mean, you got to kind of manhandle it to tell it to sit where you want it, but I look like George Harrison. Got my mind set on you. See, I did not have cable or a lot of music growing up, but I listened to it. And that's why I have Freddie Mercury on my arm. I wasn't a deviant. I just liked music. And so I would find ways to listen to music. Oh, Amazon came through. The conditioning shampoo that goes with the smell goods. See, it got here the same day. Why didn't they put it in the same freaking box? I mean, I'm not a brain surgeon, but if it's going to get here the same day, you could put it in the same box. I look at people and I'm like, I mean, Jeffrey Bezos, I mean, he probably thinks he's something. And if he were to ever talk to me, I'd be like, listen, you ripped all the people off by making us pay extra shipping dates so that you could basically fart yourself into the stratosphere and fall back down. You could have done that on Monday night football with bean dip and a crowd. So I'm supposed to respect you. Why? Does anybody else ever think something like that? I'm like, I don't get it. I look like Joan Jett. I'll take that. It's a mullet. I do have a mullet because when I had to get my dead hair when my thyroid killed it, I said just mullet me because that was basically all I had left was a mullet. Yeah, I do kind of. I'll take it, Joan Jett. I'll take it. I need to trim my bangs. Yeah, I'm not going to break out into the I love rock and roll because Britney Spears did that, and whoo. I did break out into Rattlesnake Hill by J.J. Lawhorn the other day. That was funny. Listen, if I think it just comes out. My mother always said I had no edit, backspace, or delete button. It don't exist. But on the good side, you never have to worry about what I'm up to. I'll tell you. Don't bother me at all. What are you? Oh! Okay. Number one, I love these. Oscar likes to pop them too, but sadly, I've got to mail stuff. So, speaking of mail stuff, I think I'm going to get by the post office tomorrow. Holy crap. We have one, and I never get there because they close at the oddest hours. And David's never home, and Mom and Dad are down the hill. So, but I am going to go do my early voting this weekend, okay? And now I may split all y'all, but I want every one of y'all to know you get to make your own decision when you go vote. You get to make your own decision. And if you're a decent person and you treat people decent, I don't care who you vote for, just as long as you treat people decent. That's your thing. You get to do. That's fine. You don't want to tell me who you're going to vote for. That's fine. But I got one of these. Hang on, I got to do the redneck curl. Because I don't want anybody to wonder who I'm voting for. I'm just going to take the guesswork out of it. Okay, listen, my hair's got to go behind my ears for a hat. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. And, I just don't want you wondering. I just want to take the guesswork out of it and, wear my red hat. I've got a blue shirt that says, ain't my first rodeo. It's got him in a cowboy hat. And I thought I'm just going to walk up to the election commission and vote early and be like, how do you do? I'm here to vote. Somebody wants to be a butthole. That's their problem. I just want to wear my hat and do my civic duty, punch the buttons and that little thing that I'm supposed to punch, and go about my way. And if somebody wants to have a problem, then they have a problem. So, that's just how I am. But my mother says it's antagonistic. I said, no, Mother, it's me expressing my freedom. Me be antagonistic? No. But I don't know. I have seen so many people wear some really horrible pieces of clothes. And I'm like, well, that's your right. You can wear, that's fine. But some of them are like borderline. You could get in trouble for what's on there, and especially if children saw it. And I've been like, I'm gonna wear me a red hat. I had a camo one, but it got killed by David's grubby hands. Okay, this is a little humidifier. When you get them, you have to open it up because your charger and everything's in there. This is the stick that has to suck up the water. It charges in there. I use these because they're like $4. I like to put jasmine and applejack peel and stuff like that in my house in the diffuser. And I have wax warmers, and I use the Country Road soft wax because it comes in like a toothpaste, and you don't waste. You can just squirt out as much as you want. You don't have to use the whole, a whole wax melt. I love it. The Country Roads is really great. I'm a smell person. I want my house to smell good. But in my bathroom, I like for my bathroom to have jasmine, and the back end of the house to have jasmine being sprayed because I love jasmine. And so I get these little things. They last a few months. I put probably way more crap in them than I should because I want my house to smell good. But I mean, $3-4, and I grab them every few months. Not a big deal. God, I've got a pile over here. What are you? What are you? Oh, this was an eBay order. And I got it from the same seller. And I don't normally buy Jeffree Star crap, but good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. This box is like, you can't have this. Come on. I didn't say nothing bad about Yak Farms. Let me have it. Come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Get gravy and gravy. Gonna have to break out the WD-40. Come on. Okay. That took way more. Now listen, with the skin color I have to wear a really odd color concealer because you would think I would have like a yellowy or something pink underbase, but because of all the native crap, I have to wear a dark to lighten my eyes. It doesn't make sense, but it does when you do it. And I've bought this once before. I've not found anything that works as good. I don't like to pay for it. But I only wear makeup, I only have lipstick on right now. I only wear makeup every so often, so it lasts pretty good. But I will say this is something that I will splurge on. And concealer is about the only thing I will splurge on. And then I got this little dual, like, eye brightener, and it's got a little purple. I wear a lot of purple because I have those, like, honey, greeny brown eyes. And so I wear a lot of purple. A lot of purple and a lot of royal blue. That sounds really weird to say, but that's what I wear because of the color of my eyes. If y'all have not been watching, is it Operation Bear? Operation Bear. Y'all need to go watch him. He's spitting some facts. I think I shared it in my community page. He is spitting some facts. What the crap are you? Is this temu or? I don't even know anymore because this says Beaverton, Oklahoma. Beaverton, Oklahoma. Don't tell my husband, he'll move there. What is this? It looks kind of eerie. It's got like a skeleton, and we'll just figure out together. Apparently, it was something I thought I needed to have. But the me that shops at 3 a.m. because I can't sleep is not the me that gets up and attacks the day. So, do y'all do that? Do y'all turn into somebody else at 3 a.m. when you're... I do. I'm like, oh yeah, I can pull that off. I can wear that. Sure. What? Holy crap. Okay, I'm behind on that. Of course, I don't follow One Direction. And I'm in the boondocks. And I have to dig for the information I get. And normally it's, I'm looking at the weather and stuff. Repeatedly fell out of us. That seems like a forceful thing. Ellen DeGeneres, what happened? Bear Independent YouTube. Yeah, he reports on Tennessee, North Carolina, and he's good. Like, he and I must be down the same rabbit hole getting the information because he's good. He's good. Okay, let's see what this is. I didn't know the other stuff y'all verified is oh, it would be a red lipstick because I'm a red lipstick hoe. Hey, it matches my hat. I'm going to come back with a black eye from the election commission. No, I'm not, because there's only ever 4 people that vote early. I live in Podunk. Okay, it didn't go on super smooth, but then again, it does have a pretty color. It brightened them right up. No, I really do match my hat. I like that. That's really nice. Who makes that? Guess I shouldn't have thrown the box away. Dragon Rain. Dragon Rain. It's got a skull and crossbones on the front like that. Y'all, if y'all saw my red, because redheads and auburns, when we wear, it just changes our skin color. If you saw my red lipstick collection, y'all would think I was a really big girly girl. I'm not. It's just I'm really picky about the reds I use. Yeah, I'm so glad you put me onto that page. I had watched it a couple times, but I hadn't finished, and it was like when my TV was shuffling and I was up doing stuff. And then when I sat down and finished after you told me that, I started going back and composting. I was like, this dude is on it because he's on the same trail I'm on. Okay, we seriously are getting toward the bottom. We got like 3 more things. Bear with me. You ever watch that Miranda Hart? Bear with. I think Gypsy gets that joke. I don't know if anybody else does. Oh yeah, that's a really awesome channel. And Wrangler Star he's now in North Carolina helping, and he's just, what the crap is this? Oh, it's a towel. He's doing wonderful things. He calls everybody beloved, which is fine, but then it reminds me of that book by, is it Tony or Tori? Anyway, there's a book. Is a book called Beloved that's like a really eerie book. But anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it as sweet, but it's still kind of, But he is a good man, like a heart of gold, and he's helping, and yay for him. That's awesome. I upgraded into one of these Turby towels into the really nice waffle knit ones. It was $1.03. Honestly, I'm not bougie, okay? I'm putting it on backwards just to prove a point. I just needed something that was bigger. So now when I put it on, I can get all my hair in there and twist it, and it'll make it all the way back to the button without making me feel like I'm doing this. Merry Christmas. Because that's what it makes me feel like when I put one of those towels on. Those little ones. Boy, you have to get used to every one of these. I will say the little stretchy elastic band is very tiny. And if you have on nails, it's going to be very difficult. But you can get it on. The button that you go is much thinner, though, and easier to get through. There. But if it go over a hat, it'll go over my hair. Merry Christmas. I should not be up this early. It's not good for me mentally. Lord have mercy. Check out. I dropped my scissors. Check out. Oh, yeah, I did. Hey, I went and fell down the hole. I didn't feel good yesterday, so we put off my physical therapy until the evening, and then we was like, well, we'll just do more tomorrow. And I got a really easy day because I didn't feel good. But I composted a lot of information yesterday. How do y'all stick with me with the way I look? Are y'all enjoying this? Got my red lipstick on, my red hat, my nice new Turby towel. Trying to open another bag. I showed you a drill, makeup, dog care items. What else? Oh, sink items. Listen, don't ever say I'm not diverse. Yay! Okay. This is how sad I am that I was happy that I got this. I'm going to name it Kermit for obvious reasons. Wrangler Shark, he's such a sweetie pie. For you to tell he's had some pile up with some horses. I can tell because I make the same faces and grimaces. This is a ceiling fan band. You can kind of like stretch it. It's a ceiling fan blade thing, but you can also get the I smacked myself in the head. Get the ceiling because I'm short, and my freaking I got hair that I don't know what to do with now, and my freaking vacuum is heavy now. Okay, because I'm not the person I once was, benching 150 pounds. My Turby towel's crooked. And but this is awesome because I got taxidermy that's wet, and I'm like, I need to dust you. So I'm gonna be dusting me some taxidermy, and then I'm gonna take it outside and go because that's how you clean things, you know. But just the fact that we'll go over the fan and then around the lights, and I'm short, and this is great. And I have a black bear shoulder mount on my wall, and he looks like he's salt and peppered because he's so dusty right now because he's the highest one. So Paddington, I'm coming for you. I'm going to dust you. I am. I name all my taxidermy. It's Paddington. That is Grandpa. We got wedding ring butt because that's the one that David lost his wedding ring gutting. I've got Bob Mearley, my bobcat behind me. This is Robert up here. He's a very distinguished, very nice mount that we got. What was it? Somebody didn't want it. They wanted it in a trade, and they needed money, and David was like, okay. Anyway, that's how we got that. I've got Edgar the purse hanging over there. I've got Alejandro, my spicy caliente grouse lamp over there. I've got Ansel in the kitchen. He's a bobcat that sits on top of my curio and looks down at everybody that enters my house. I've got a few European mounts. I've got a turkey fan. I've got a mink and otter that's woven. I've got a Cody. And then if you go down my hallway, I've got Cody's hanging all the way down the hallway. I've got a bobcat in my bedroom. I've got a hog and another deer in the mudroom. Is that it? No, I've got a mink in my craft room and a diorama. I have a lot of aminals. But they're all going to get dusted now. Taxidermy. You have to take care of it. Okay, I'm going to save the most exciting for last. Well, it's exciting for me. I don't know if it's going to be exciting for you. I cannot believe that there's 6 of you up at this hour spending time with me looking like this. But okay. Okay. Oh, okie dokie. Right. That bubble bag is strong. Good Lord. Okay. What are you? What are you? What are you? Are you pantyhose? Are you pantyhose? No. You're a... It's too firm. It's a wallet. Okay. David's wallet is old enough that it smells like the 4-wheeler side by side in his vehicle. So, I'll have to put it back together. I got this one. I like the color of it because it's kind of, it looks worn, but it's not. It's got the RFID in the slots. Yep. and he needed one really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad. And the company name is put in here, but I like the color. It's like an old book, but it's a trifold, but it looks like a double fold. I like it. It's extra reinforced. Now, the other one he had, our leather guy made. He's had it forever. The leather guy's been dead for a long time, and that thing stinks. Okay? Now, it wasn't that apparent to me until I started, I lived April, May, June, July, well, until I came back with this hurricane with Mom and Dad. And then I was like, shoo, your wallet stinks. And so I got that. And I actually looked at some on a Wrangler site, and I didn't like the colors. And he doesn't like them to have all like the braiding and the tooling on them because he just never has enjoyed that. So I found that, I think it was $8.32, and it is leather, and I like the coloration and the extra padding on it. So I thought, okay, I'll stick that somewhere and make him change it over, because Lord have mercy, that wallet he has stinks. Okay, now for the most weird and exciting part. I'm amusing myself with my turby towel and my red hat. So, this is funny. You woke up and can go back. Well, you knew I was awake. Listen, David is like a herd of buffalo. If he's up, the whole house gets woke up. So I've just gotten used to getting up, because I'm like, he's gonna wake me up anyway. It's gonna make so much noise. My bedroom is right by the bathroom, so I get woke up anytime anybody gets up. So it's just like, So I've just got used to getting up. I get a couple things done, and then I'll drink me like a little protein shake, and then I'll lay back down. Okay, this was called the Clean Robot. It was the complete shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'll try it. Anything that can help me chase Oscars, dust bunnies, yay. I'm getting old. I need all the help I can get. So I thought, okay, it wasn't very much. I think it was like $15. It came like this. The mailman put it on my porch like this. Okay, they didn't even put it in another bag. They just stuck my address on it, and it came like this. There's no manual, and I'm not even sure if all the parts are in there. But I'm going to redneck engineer this thing later and see if I can make it work. But I sent them a video, and I said, how about we tape a lid? And they give me my money back. And I was like, thank you. But I don't have a manual, don't know how it works, don't know if I got all the pieces. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time on YouTube and on reviews to see what the crap. So basically all it does, it looks like if I have all the places, you put this little microfiber sweeper on the bottom of this, and as it rolls around, everything sticks to it. I'm cool with that, because then I'll wash this, I think that's how it works. I'm guessing, because I don't have a manual, and this is all I got, and I don't know if there's other pieces, because there are holes in the bottom of this thing. I don't know what's supposed to go there, but they look important. They look important. So I'm going to sit down with this and see if I can figure it out, because I would like a little bit of help. I mean, it's nothing special. It has one on button, one off. I mean, that's it. And Mom's finds its own dock and docks itself, and I'm like, I'm not that fancy. But I thought, if we could just catch some of the tumbleweeds that Oscar leaves in this house, that would be great. That would be awesome, because I do try. But Oscar, he's just an old dog. So I'm going to try to sit down and figure this out. It'd be nice if I'd had a manual. It's got some pictures on the bottom of the box, but it's all in Chinese, and I don't know what the heck it says. But it's got a lot of red arrows to things that I don't have. But I bet you I can MacGyver this booger. And I bet you I get it to work. But I had to tell him about it. Shoot, I shouldn't put my drill back up. Now I need a Phillips screwdriver. Dadgummit. So, you know, I mean, it may work with a limp. It may be a remedial robotic cleaner. It may be in the No Child Left Behind short bus category, but it will probably scoot around and suck something up onto the microfiber. I'll be okay with that. Let me see if I can find a little screwdriver. It's not like I've not put 50,000 pieces of furniture together. I've still got 2 pieces of furniture to put together. Oh, and I've got to do a video on that lamp. Doggone, I just remembered about that. I guess Temu thinks I've died. That is the tiniest screw I've ever seen in my life. I was going to make it funny about my ex-husband, but never mind. Keep it PG for the children. Sometimes I really hope he watches my video. Oh, I've not had enough sleep, and you know, that's just a point of contention with me. I'm a nice person, I swear I am. Just way too early. Don't. Now look, the screw's fixing to drop down the... Don't. The wheel hole, don't. Oh, God. Hang on. Turd. You turd. Okay. What kind of batteries do you take? AA. Hang on. Guess what? Don't you dare jump. The screw is being a booger. I just happen to have AA's. You would think I was prepared. Hey, don't jump. I'm not, but I mean, we'll try. Now, I don't know what this is going to do. It may suck my fake hair off my head and get tangled. And you may hear me scream and run down the hallway and never know what happened to me again. But we're still going to try this. Break a nail. Open. Okay, it takes 3. For anybody wanting to know, it takes 3 of these. And I mean, honestly, it's just a microfiber cloth that gets skirted across your floor if I get it to work. But I mean, I'll take it. That sounds good to me. Apparently, the batteries last a while because the screw indicates you should not be in there very often. Now, let's see if I can do this with my hands, because yesterday I could not have done this with my hands. Let's all pray that if I do get to hunt, I wake up with a very good hand day, because sometimes my hands do not work. The other day, I didn't make kielbasa and potatoes because I was afraid if I was cutting the kielbasa and potatoes, I would harm myself. Because my hands were not doing what I was telling them to do. I was sending the signals in my brain, but my hands were like, nah, we're on our own. Okay, hang on. Now listen. You came out of there, you got to go back in. No, don't sass me. Get your little butt in there. I do. I talk to everything. And this is pretty much how I talk to parolees when they were buttholes too. I mama henned them to death to where they felt really, really guilty. Okay, it's in there. God, I hope I put him in right. Pray. It came on. Okay, now let's try to figure out what's supposed to be in these holes on this bottom. Because I'm running on just pure guesswork. Because the manual did not come with it. What is that? It's Velcro tabs. Oh, dear Jesus. How do you get in here? There we go. First of all, which games of Velcro tabs. Which channel is it that does Mask Monday? because I feel like I should be with them. Is this 1 or 2? Oh my God, this is like 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Are you just supposed to use 1? I don't know. I don't have a manual. One, because surely they all can't stick to one piece of Velcro. Logic. Okay, so I'm thinking, since I think I'm missing some of these. Well, where are you supposed to stick them? Okay, they get stuck by the holes. Am I missing any? I'm missing some. But you know something? I got double-sided tape, so take that, Temu. It'd been nice to have gotten everything and paid for it. Now, they did give me my money back. And I said, I'm going to try to make it work. I said, but it'll be guesswork. But, you know, you just kind of... Oh, God, I'm stuck to my Kermit. Okay. You just kind of got to go with the flow. Now, here's the thing. I don't think these Velcro tabs are... They're aggressive. I don't think they're going to live forever. So if I were you, I would already be thinking about eyeballing Velcro tabs at Walmart so that you could replace these, because these ain't going to grip forever. Because, you know, Velcro, it starts out real strong, like a marriage, and then it just kind of gets a little less grabby, like a marriage. So I bought you some really good Velcro at Walmart. How many am I missing? Jeez, oh Pete, man. I bought you some Velcro, and be prepared to refill. Man, I'm just putting it where I think it's going to hold the most evenly. Okay. Because you're going to need, you need about 2 of these. But if you get the big sheets, you can probably... Okay, now you have to put this over where it won't get into the wheels. This seems... I don't know. Perhaps I should have just got a hamster and a wheel and put a microfiber cloth on the hamster wheel. Oh, I had 2 on that and I didn't even know. That's how thin these things are. Okay, I'm rubbing it into the Velcro really good. Do I think this is going to fall down into the bedroom? Quite probably. Do I think it's going to pick up anything? Yes. But it also looks very, very frail. Like if it picks something up, it's going to fall apart. But you know something? We'll try it. We'll try it. I've got a pile of garbage boxes over here you would not believe. Kermit, you stay over there. Listen, this is what I trip over, okay? Size 14 shoes. And he leaves them all in the freaking living room. You could, that's an air landing strip. That's not a shoe. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, hang on. Can I share this with you all? I don't know. You'll have to look at my dirty floor. Let me see. I'm going to have to unplug you. Can I turn this around? Look. I'm sorry. But y'all are watching this. Just take that in for a moment. I mean, I know some days they give you really good information, but today is not one of them. Let's try this. Hang on. Do not talk about my dirty house. Okay? Don't do it. Hey, turn around. Don't talk about my aminals, okay? I'm going to set it in the floor. Set it in the floor. I'm going to push a button. Don't come after me. Okay, it's mildly smart. Mildly smart. Don't get into the trash pile. Don't get in the trash pile. Gosh. Don't eat my rug. Oh no, it's gonna run in the wall. Oh no. Well, come back here. Hello? No, we don't go down the hallway. Hello? 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 Oh dear Jesus, I think it's found its way down the hallway. You're stuck behind the... Come here. No, come here. Let's see how much dog hair you found. Holy crap! He found out... Well, I mean, he found one big dust bunny right there. That's probably behind the chair. I take what I can get. Guys, my floors look clean, but I don't know. I'm going to name him. It's got a... I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to name him Moses because Moses roamed for 40 years and didn't know where the crap he was going. Okay, that's Moses. Moses! Idiot. Stop climbing the hill. You ain't going to get new tablets. Okay. When I said he was mildly smart, are you having a seizure? Are you okay? Oh, we're going in circles now. Oh, no. Oh, no. What makes it do that? Okay, it caught something. Don't you come at me. Are you going down the hallway again? I don't know where you're going, but if you jump that lip, you're going to be down another room. I don't know what I think about this. I mean, it's basically a mobile Swiffer. Leave my grouse alone. I'm sorry, Alejandro. It's a mobile Swiffer. It's a mobile Swiffer. Does it come to noise? No, if you stomp, you'll make it mad. I mean, it's trying. I give it credit. Okay, let's just sit here and see what it does. Let's see if it crashes and burns. Let's just see if it crashes and burns. Like, you would look at my floors and think, well, they're not that bad. But, yeah. It's like the prairie and tumbleweeds. You get in my cords and I'm going to bust your hind end. Now you're getting close to getting in trouble. Moses. He's an innocent little turd. Don't you unplug anything? Lord, I'm going to have an anxiety attack. What do y'all think about this? I mean, it's just a Swiffer going across your floor very erratically. How about you pick up the stuff you're missing? Hey there, did you get it? No, hey, you got it. I'm not sure what I think. Ashley, stay warm. It is colder than a well digger's butt. Okay. Definitely a short bus kind of, yeah, sweeper. Hello? Go the other way. Go the other way. Maybe it just think it needs to attack Oscar's little bit. I don't know. Hey, Oscar, come look at the new toy. Oscar! Come look at the new toy. He's like, what the? I was like, no, watch it. Look, Oscar. Go get it. He's like, I don't want a toy. Those are Nana's. The Nana's I can control. I can't control this one, buddy. You're just going to have to watch your butt. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. You better run. Oh, he knows he can get up on that ledge and it can't get him. That's not fair. My dog cheated. Okay, it's going down the hallway now. It's like behind the chair in the little V, and then it's go down the hallway. I don't think there's anything that can harm it until it... Well, there's a cord back there. Okay. Well, it works. It's just like a mobile Swiffer. I think I'm missing something to hold more because the one little sheet barely touches the floor. So I think I'm missing something to hold more. I'm going to do some more research. But I mean, it's picking up dog hairs that I missed, so I can't complain too much. It's completely stuck. Oscar, go on, stuck it. Go get that thing. Go get it. He's getting in his bed like, it's completely stuck. Okay, I'm going to go save Moses because he's on his 40-year rampage of, waiting for manna to fall from the sky. It's doing some big movement down the hallway. Okay, I'm going to go catch that before it kills something. Temu haul done. I'm so glad y'all spent the morning with me. I'm going to go put my turby towel up, my red hat up. I'm going to take off my red lipstick, and then I'm going to eat me a protein meal replacement shake, and I'm going to lay down. And I'm going to take the batteries out of that thing because I don't trust it. So, y'all have a good day. Just buy a Swiffer, and everything else was decent. I know I have more crap coming in. We'll see when it gets here, and we'll do this again. I got to go put up the garbage before Moses tries to eat it. So I'll see you later. Y'all have a good day. And Oscar's leaving. Bye, guys. Lord have mercy. Moses!